Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, Stacy and I shall be discussing The Family Business, Season 3, Episode 9. As we're trying to wrap up this fully dropped season, we're going episode by episode. If you're watching us from work, please keep the volume down. We don't want to mess up your job. If you're watching us at home, we appreciate it. Either way, for joining us. This episode, we got vengeance in some cases, action and preparing for. I like to start with Brother X, if I may. Brother X goes camping. Let's or fishing.
Like a movie.
Right, it does. Like Ernest goes to camp. Like Brother X goes camping. And he's out there with the fishing, talking to himself. It's dancing at some point. Then he magically gets on the internet, and finds the invitation to Junior and his ex-wife about to get married.
Like, what did he Google for that?
Right? I'm sure he didn't get an invitation. I'm sure they didn't email that shit to him as some scheme to trick him, which would have been a good idea, actually. If they would have been like, right? Because you knew he would have showed up.
Well, okay, we'll get to that.
Anyway, I'm sorry. All right. So anyway, he's like, oh my God, as he's talking to his vision board of murder, that he's like, bitch, I told you.
Psychopath has that board.
I was like, everyone got it. Like, I'm gonna kill you. They got the whole fucking family up there. It's like, it's a family affair. You got and scratching them all out. I was like, bro, this is why she left you for another gangster. But a
kind of gentler one though.
Yeah, to her, yes, but still drug dealing, still violent. It just anyway. I was kind of interested about that. Anyway, so this is my question. How did he get to the Muslim house where he killed Brother Rashad when he left his RV, his only means of transportation? Yeah, pour one out for the homie. But yeah.
He was a terrible actor, but he was so dear to my heart.
He was, man. How many times can you make fun of a man for being a virgin? Let's find out. I mean, he did it quite a few times, but I'm like, how did X get there?
How does he get anywhere? He just teleports in his Winnebago. Just poof.
Woof. I'm like,
maybe he's an alien from outer space that just pops into cities.
We got to review that after I watch it. Then I'll decide whether or not if Papa Pope's first movie is worth discussing. But back to the Winnebago / RV. What happens? So then we got Curtis and Chippy, who's about that life. They strap up and they find the RV because Nevada, computer genius,
there he
finds
is.
After a very general ass description of lake somewhere in the Northeast in Albany, he's like, boop, got it to pinpoint precision. I know exactly where that's not a thing. That's not a thing.
Wonder if he can find Hoffa.
He can't find his own mama. Let's talk about priorities. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to be if he would have did this, if he would have hacked again national satellites or some shit, right? Then track X's vehicle to that location or hack local like street cameras or something. I would have believed it. I would have went with it at least. But he was like, Albany, Lake, X is here, right there. Here's the address. But he's like, Curtis, when you get back, can you help me find my mama? Because I can't do that. I'm like, how the fuck can you not do that?
Because she took off her bracelet.
Dude, this motherfucker froze bank accounts. Like, he changed, like he manipulated the stock market. I'm like, you can find your mama. Like, just do something. Just anyway. He should have found cameras of Blade driving his mama around all day and be like, I know where she is. I have the license plate. Let's go to Cali and get my mama. Anywho. Curtis and Chippy show up strapped up, go through the thing, and then they conveniently check the laptop which is not password protected, screen of the invitation still there.
Of course. It's always on that last screen that they look at that is exactly what they need to piece together the puzzle.
I'll be like, this is also when Curtis turned the light on, I was hoping that X would just be like blah blah blah, like it was all set. It has to be a setup. It can't be this easy, right? Like that's what I was hoping. A couple shots pop off, you know, they'll Chippy and Curtis are fine, but like X has to know that they're coming for him, and then he escapes and goes kills Rashad. Maybe he takes Chippy and Curtis's car because that's how he gets away since he doesn't have a fucking vehicle besides the RV. Like he could have stole their car.
Maybe he took an Uber.
They should have showed that. I felt like it was so silly. I felt like I needed them to show that. Multi investor, hello, welcome back. Hey, girl, how are you doing? Hope you're at work or whatever. I ain't trying to get to your business. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Anyway, foolishness. Let's just establish that. Next set of foolishness. Let's move on to Sebastian. He looked like a light-skinned Rambo. I felt like that's what they were going for. Because he had the chest out for no reason. You know what I'm saying? He kind of skinny, like a skinny Rambo. But perhaps.
Rambo was kind of petite.
Well, Sylvester Stallone's a petite dude. Like Rambo 1, not Rambo 2. Like Rambo 2, he got cut up. Like Rambo 1.
Yeah.
But he's sitting up there like trying to get shit right. Then the two Asian who don't speak, like what vow of silence did they take that they say absolutely nothing?
That's from the Kill Bill School of Murder.
Again, former Yakuza or some shit, because just staring at Sebastian, he goes, what's that? It's like he was talking Lassie?
Lassie.
Right?
The girl?
What?
That's in the well.
He's like, what? Maud is dead. She took fire. It must have been Rio. Well, let's go get him. I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? I said this last video. Now I get to say the racism. Like, I don't pull the racism card very often, but I feel like this show is pretty racist. Like, there's like every stereotype that can be done.
Stereotypical is not racist.
Who brings a samurai sword and a fucking bow and arrow to a gunfight? Like, ignorance. Like, because they're
got no gun.
But they don't know that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he could be strapped
Sebastian
up.
knows Rio is not about that life.
Then you don't bring no weapon. You don't need backup with fucking Rio. Right? I mean, you need some hairspray, you know what I'm saying, and a condom, because you never know where this may go.
Now that's bad. That's
homophobic. I think we're just looking for it. I'm just saying Rio is definitely not about that life, but fucking Sebastian shows up with the Asian ninja squad, and I'm like, a samurai sword for real? I'm like,
it's swift and it's quiet.
I was embarrassed for these writers, bro. I was like, this is not okay. Anyway, since they're not talking, Sebastian's like, Rio, what's up with this fire? He's like, you need to go talk to Billy Bob. He was like, thank you, sir. And sorry for almost killing you. My bad. Communication is good for a relationship. That's why we talk. Now I'll sleep off into the night with my two ladies. So like, are these like, dare I say, like wandering animals now? Like they need a new owner, you know what I'm saying? So like now they belong to him. Cause I'm confused on that whole thing. I'm like, they just like, he's like, what? You work for me now. I have to take care of you and feed you and you'll protect me like doll and baby. Well, okay, that's what you say. Well, then come on, ladies. I was like, what? Then he's sitting in Maud's throne, who, by the way, she's not even dead. She just overdosed. Like she will be.
Right. Who's going to do the pedicures?
True. Well, they did most of the work. I mean, they did.
That's what I'm saying. They're all protecting Sebastian. They're not doing pedis. I
see your point. Because Sage came back for a mani-pedi, and then she's like, "Where's my girl?" And
yeah, after she called her, was like, "Oops, I told your mama you still alive." Like, never tell a crackhead your secrets.
Right? And she was popping them pills. I'm like, how is she not immediately dead? Every time a doctor or drug dealer says take 1 an hour or one, like she should have dropped after that second pill. Like she took a whole bag of fire.
Like Skittles.
Like, oh. I was like, she can't even act like a crackhead right. I mean, it was bad.
So how many did Kim take to get her killed, but Maud is still kicking?
I don't even.
And so is Hill.
The formula was improved though. You know what? I don't want to go through all this. The point is, like, Maud is gonna be fine. Like Sebastian should have went to go see her in the hospital, got her to say who gave her the drugs instead of playing charades with the two like silent monks over there. Like that would have made more sense. Anywho, all right. So Sage is like, oh shit, my mama may actually know I'm alive. I'm not sure what the danger is in that. I mean, but apparently she's worried about it.
Not for her, but probably for her daddy.
Yeah, that mom's gonna get in that ass when she finds out that she's even lying to her. But she already has a new daughter, apparently, in Ruby. So this is about the problem. So I'm trying to figure out why the Koras, who are international criminals, make no effort to look into the background of this new random ass stranger woman that they just brought into the inner circle.
Old school, they don't know the Googles.
But I'm like, they got the internet. They should know something. I'm just saying, it's only Brandy who's thirsty as fuck and trying to stop this woman from taking her Aries to be like, excuse me, girl.
Aries should do it because remember he had a whole dossier on Brandy when he met her,
right? So
yeah.
No one looks into Ruby except for Brandy, who's like, you're here, girl. What's your education? Where are you from? Why are you trying to fuck my man who I fucked? It was my boss. Right? See, that's your boss that you fucking. That's basically what you got going on right here. And Brandy and to Ruby's response is, your man chose me, so I'm not even sure what this whole thing is about. You need to focus your effort on him, not on me.
Yes, I got a husband, a baby somewhere.
And I'm like, this also, I was like, what is going, like, where the fuck is that kid? Why she's sitting up there in her bikini hanging out with Dominique? I didn't know where that was going. I was like, if she chose to be the makeshift daughter, are they gonna start making out? I was like, either one of those is on the table. I was kind of hoping for the makeout thing, to be honest, but it didn't go that route. Whatever. Just saying, there's options. You know what I'm saying?
Two chocolate beauties humping in the pool. That's what we're doing.
I was like, come on now. Almost. Anyway, it's fine. Maybe next time. That's what Queens is for. Oh, that bullshit. Anyway, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go till tomorrow. But anyway, so then Brandy tries to make amends with a mysterious bottle of wine, and I'm like, there's something in that bottle. I just felt like there's something in that bottle. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But it looks shady. It definitely looks shady. Let's talk about Sasha. So Sasha and Elijah are in Detroit.
Mm-hmm. Apparently there's so many Muslims they need a translator.
Does anybody speak Muslim? Black Muslim or like Muslim? I got it. It's like Elijah's like, I got this. Let me go inside and talk to my illustrious Muslim drug dealer cohort. Like, what the fuck is that? What part of the Quran lets you sell drugs? Next to bean pies. I don't even know. Anyway, that's probably racist. But anyway, my point is, Sasha out there with the binoculars, you know what I'm saying, looking deep, and she sees Juan / Poncho. And he's like, oh, damn it. He must be the source of the heat, even the fire. Even though they can't hear anything going on, they just assume. And she's like, oh, my God, my uncle's best friend is selling a drug, but he's a drug dealer. So that's what they do. Anyway, we'll look into that. I want to talk about the extent that Sasha is going to get the dick. Like this is too much.
First time she has to woo him.
She has spent a lot of money, apparently, written out an entire hotel. So he has no choice but to stay in the room with her.
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm. And she bathed herself in rose petals so she can be all fresh.
And then
he make it special.
It's ass. It's not that hard. Like he was probably gonna nut
his
soon
first
anyway.
Taste of ass.
So let's talk about that. If a grown man is sleeping on the ground and you're trying to
be respectful, he doesn't want to be in the bed with her because he's a good Muslim man.
But she don't respect him because she trying to give him that ass.
What permission? I mean, she could have took it while he was sleeping.
That's what I'm saying. Just suck his dick or something. Like, I'm pretty sure he would have responded and would have been fine. And be like, you know what? Allah says this is all right. Like, sit on his face and let him smell it. Something. Like, it don't make any sense. She's doing too much, but not doing enough at the same time. You're working way too hard to have sex with a man. It's not that difficult. Just say, you see titties? Do you want titties? And he will be like, yes. And then that's it. If he says no, move on to the next penis. I think this is her ego. I think this is her ego to be like, she wants to be the one to take his virginity. At this point, I don't think it's even about him. I think she just wants to be like, I fucked the virgin.
It is about him. She loves him.
She was 2 seconds from humping Aries. 2 seconds. She was like, please, Elijah, call because the dick is too good. Like a sober companion, she needed a dick companion to be like, Rio, stop me from fucking this dude. Just help me. And then Rio's sad ass, he's like, oh, I wish the last time I had some dick. Oh, I wish I had dick. He's like, just tell me every detail when you get done. Like, what, Rio? Like, stop doing this to yourself, bro. Get some self-esteem. Like, it can't be that hard to go find some man. It's not that hard. I mean, he's a good-looking young man. Just spit on it and do something. You know, you see that in the movies. Don't act like we haven't talked about that. I digress. All right, so
family friendly channel, huh?
As I said, I always ask where the kids are at, and why I worry about the kids. Damn it, only I care. Like we said, where the fuck is where's Orlando's kid? That would have been a whole great subplot if the fucking Coras would have did their shit, found out that Ruby is fucking Orlando's baby mama, kidnapped him and the mama. They could have ran the entire Duncan clan. They would have been like, you give us all the heat that we want or we're killing your grandchild. Like, that would have been a great storyline. But none of that happened. Like, I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. Nevada, Ruby, Brandy's outfit was completely ridiculous. Just one more time, she looked beautiful. I gotta say that. So I'll say Sage / Mercedes Woodbine's killer outfit was lovely, but all the stiletto things going on her head, the spikes, was just too much. Like, that's not what you wear. But she was more covered up than previous lady assassins, so they're making progress. So #MeToo. Senor Cruz is still going through grief, as you would imagine. His son is dead, and he's like, kill me, shoot me. So he's properly distracted, I guess, is the goal. I would say so. Because he's in a downward spiral, and that will continue for a while. Why did Randy only one? Oh yeah, I did that. Snitching. Sonia says no. Oh yeah, that's that bullshit. That's right. I wrote this down. Because this upset me, especially when I watched the next episode. It really pissed me off. But right now, I'm just gonna be like, fuck Sonia. Like, who are you to say what can and cannot happen at your fiance's bachelor party? Again, you are a married woman fucking another man. So let's not get into vows and shit. Like, if he sees some breasts every once in a while, and as long as you don't touch them or whatever, like that should be fine. I don't appreciate her dictating to this point.
Dictating.
Oh, dicking. Then how is it Orlando's gonna give relationship advice? I'm like, bruh, you ain't the one. Like, let's just start there. It's always the single ones in the fucked up relationships that want to give you relationship advice.
Always. YouTube is full of all these single men giving women advice how to get a husband. I'd be like, what?
Stop it.
Hmm.
I love no, but like, yeah, it's true though. But I told you, there's a whole subgenre of like black women who are like, this is why we're single. It's the white man's fault at some point. And I'm like, what is going on here? But anyway, yeah, I like that Junior was like, hey, shut your mouth, Orlando. Like, I got a woman that I want to marry. Like, where's your prostitute? Oh, that's right, she ran away with an Italian. So
it took your baby.
And took your baby.
I still want to see that baby. We got to look at the ears and see if it's really Orlando's.
No, just look at the fake hairline. Right.
Oh, the baby got the little shoe
polish. It's gonna have the edged on paint on headline. You're like, that's Orlando's kid. It's gonna have.
Or it could be Cora's. You never know, because Cora had it thick.
That is also true. Yes. I'm still going for Orlando. If the baby has a toothpick in its mouth, then you know. Then you know. The toothpick says everything. Like, you know, sucking a pacifier, just sucks on the toothpick.
Maybe at his desk with the little test tube, the color.
That's the other thing. Fucking Orlando was like,
Mama,
you a genius just like your daddy. Here's a little lab coat that make no damn sense. I was like, oh shit. He's like, I gotta get back to the lab. You mean your office with random ass test tubes around a laptop? That's what we're doing right now. That's not a lab, bro. That's not a lab. It's too much. It's too much with the foolishness. Damn it. What's going on with Larry Duncan? I want to see. There's no Larry Duncan. I kind of want to get back to that. How's he progressing or not progressing in the asylum that he's in? After find out his brother was murdered. There was no discussion, huh? Woo! Anyway, I'm not gonna do it again. But watch the last video for that. My point is, though, no one asked, hey, Curtis, where'd you run off to go see my daddy? We saw him. What'd y'all talk about? No kind of powwow about what happened.
Why'd you shoot that dude for saying Larry?
Exactly. Like, can we get into this?
We get back to that? Especially Orlando, because Orlando hates Curtis because they were in love with the same woman, I guess.
It's always about a woman. So that's what he told Nevada. I knew it. I was like, if Orlando and Nevada and Curtis are fighting, it has to be about a woman. Maybe this is the woman that turned Orlando into prostitutes. Because it was supposed to be that one woman. That's how Ruby got involved anyway. Remember, he was like, oh, my heart can only belong to one, and now I'm with hoes. But he still found love anyway. So I don't. That's right. Unlike the light-skinned girl with the curly hair, that he was like, nah, girl, you one time, go ahead. So I make a rule. Wasn't this rule like he never boned the same girl twice? Wasn't that the thing in season 1?
He's clearly boned the same girl more than once. I think that probably was a thing season 1.
Then they forgot.
Yeah, he boned Brandy a few times. Remember?
Oh no, you're right. But she wasn't a prostitute though. Like, I think with the prostitutes, he was like,
it was still a business.
That's true.
Remember, he tried to cut her off, and she was like, "No, I'm coming to your house and I'm cooking you dinner."
And what happened?
If he don't want you, don't just leave him alone, girl.
Self-respect, girl, just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. If the man says no, that means no. You don't slash his tires and shit. Now, if she would have showed up pregnant, that's how they should take the story. Because apparently,
please.
Hey, it's all about family, right? They'll be like,
we got Nevada, we got baby Dash, whatever that kid is.
Yeah.
Who else we got? We might find out Kim got some 20-year-old somewhere stashed that Looks like Vegas.
That comes out of nowhere. Like next season, so light-skinned kid
He gonna
just
show up
walks
at
up,
a funeral. Mhm.
right? If they even have a funeral, that's a good point. That's a good point. If she has a
They're
funeral,
gonna be like, no kidding, son. What year were you born? Where Vegas went to prison?
oh shit. And then this kid tries to fight Nevada to be like, I
Be the
am
heir.
the heir to the Duncan side of the that'd be a whole book by itself. Like that would be
And Nevada got the Mexicans on his side.
Yes. Well, we'll get to there. We'll get there. But yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I'm very happy for him and his whole book as a spinoff. If Kurt's gonna find out, I did that. So anything else for this episode?
I don't think so.
All right. Then we will say that's it. We'll say thanks for coming, Motown investor. We appreciate you and everybody else who stops by and sees
from
us.
Detroit?
I will hope so, I guess. I don't get to a business. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, I don't rep Texas like that. I mean, so.
I mean, her name is Motown, or his name, or whatever.
Her. I don't know. Anyway, we still appreciate the Motown investor for coming. Maybe she invests in Motown. Because a lot of a lot of Detroit stuff going on. As I'm watching the Trap Queens, I was like, damn it. Anyway, huh?
And BMF.
Oh yeah, and BMF. So we got that coming up too. So don't worry. I thank everybody for still watching. Stacey and I will be back after 3 because she has an appointment. So when you get back, just text me and let me know, and we will come up with a time to do episode 10. And so Kim can join us for episode 11 on Saturday, and the season finale on Sunday be episode 12 after we do BMF episode 6. And then we got Queens tomorrow. Yay! Oh man, that's gonna be hard, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it together. That's how we're gonna do it. Self-inflicted homophobia. There's a lot of things going on. Okay. I will see you later. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. You can like on the video, you can comment on this video, share this video, join us in the live stream. I'm about to go get some Olive Garden. Lovely. Yeah, see, I invest homes in Detroit. See? I was like, well, thank you. You part of our BMF crew then, and also Trap Queens. I'm throwing it out there. We're gonna do it out there. I believe in it now. I was like, best reality show
most
ever.
of that BT Plus subscription.
I'm getting all my money's worth and all black because we got to get back to so we got that next week. Lace, that's just gonna be nastiness, but hopefully there'll be a story to go with it. If not,
They don't drop it all at once. Probably not.
No, man, no, all black don't do that. They have that kind of content. I'm happy BET's doing. Are we gonna you want to do that new Run the World type show? I think that's December. I sent you and Kim an article about it. Megan Good is in it. I was like, we'll see. I was like, her last few TV ventures have not been successful. She and Michael Ealy. Michael Ealy's really worse. I mean, again, if he joins the family business, that will be the last season. I don't give a damn how many books they got. I'm like,
which city is he gonna be?
It don't even. Hey, he light skinned. It don't matter. They'll find a relative. It's okay. They'll make a whole brother just so he can. Oh, and then Lisa Ray is going to the wedding. I'm not sure why that's such a big deal to me. The whole shit about that. Like, how did she get an invitation? That's because Junior wanted to thank her for helping him get away. Because Chippy will beat shit out of her. I'm really hoping she whips off her wig again and beats her up again. That shit was hilarious. Remember how the wig was already off? Man, that shit was hilarious. I was like, that's real bad.
Her hair was perfect underneath.
Like, oh, what's going on? I was like, come on, man. I was like, Terry was like, she had a wig under the wig. I was like, I think so, babe. I was like, anyway, it was real hair. Anyway, I'm sorry. After 3. What time works for you? What time works for you?
When?
Today, like the new episode.
As soon as they finish, I'll text you.
All right, we'll figure it out.